We're back. A short period of time. Stranger in Strangeland. I only plan to stream for about another hour, maybe two. Not too long tonight. I think I'm gonna start trying to stream every night. It's gonna be a task because I always get off work at like 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night. So, of course, audience change up there for people late at night. But, okay, so let's see if I can remember anything. Was it? Yeah, it's triangle to change weapon. Hold to open.
Say,
Alright.
this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Lie.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Okay, so... Not what I want to do. Map. Okay. So I'm headed... here? Yeah, active quest. Cool. Not what I wanted to do. My aim is trash. Cool. So, okay. Sentry Saber, don't need that. Where'd that other one go? Because there's this one. Okay. There was 3. I guess I'm headed there.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Your mom.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here.
Nope.
You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Low prices. It'd have been bad. I'm
Pleased
Gaylord
to
the
make your
Third.
acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Gross.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Damn.
Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Alright.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Alright.
Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some
Not an
great
old
big
rumor.
starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking? Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
Cool.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoax. Neither do I.
Oh, really?
Something I can do for you? Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Brave in the wilds.
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Well then. Alright. So get as much information as we can right off the bat. Drano will always be equipped in your inhaler unless you run out. I don't know, for just a little bit I've played, I'm decently intrigued with it. Like, I want to see what's going on. Space's Choice Cantina.
Need the latest report?
I don't know you.
I don't know you either. Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Untitled.
The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about. but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. Am I that easy to read? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you... I don't know you.
Gross.
If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
Fine by me.
Coming right up.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Okay. 57 bits. Alcohol. Plain and pure water. Last 30 seconds, huh? Body attributes +1, last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds. Water without the hydrogen or oxygen. Sugary drink. I guess I'll buy a 2-hour energy. Accept. Alright. Well, I don't think there's anything for me here. I say as I open that up. Can I close that? Cool, theft. Anyone up here? Nope. Oh. Okay. Nothing of real interest here. Maca apple juice. So apple cider is alcohol, apple juice is better. Quote unquote better. Spacer's Chew, Bits cartridge. Anything else? It's gonna take a second to get used to all this, man. Alright. What's this? Use terminal, steel, dehydrated water tablets, and Nicopads.
The grease monkey, Argo. Seems we've got a guest.
Yeah.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I
Yeah.
allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon.
All right.
I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Cool.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Marauders. Okay.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Ah.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers.
Okay.
We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Cool.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
If I'd like. I feel this is going to be a pretty decent choice here, huh? Man.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Cool.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright. You gained a companion. They're the characters that join your adventure and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Skills enhance your skills. Cool. Increase carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Alright, let's go. Neutral to all. Parvati. Well, character. Zero available. Okay.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
Damn.
It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced.
Well
The
then.
deserters are decent folk. I knew
I wish
some
there
of
was a
them
way to skip
before they
dialogue.
left. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr.
True dat.
Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of Marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I
I'll
just
be
think
nice.
when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Cool. So... how do I main quest? Comes now the power. Strangers in a strange land. Nothing botched. Alright. Oh. So this is gonna be... I don't know, man. So far it's like just a lot of talking. The plus side of Fallout 4 was you could skip all the talking. Wait, what? Ah. It said I had to go outside the gate. Okay, so...
Hey, you hear about Wilson? Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you
No.
tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Well, damn.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Yep.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world.
I'm not gonna lie
The
to
date
him.
of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr.
The
Abernathy.
great cannery in the
Still got a couple
skies.
decades in you.
That's where I'm
I'd
gonna
steer
go when I
clear,
die,
Miss
is the great
Holcomb.
Arby in the
My
skies.
affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
That's the dickhead move.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas.
Cool.
But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Depends on
Couple
what you need.
hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we
Damn it.
got, anyway. I need
I'm
you to
racking up
break it,
quests right now.
nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I
Always got
can.
questions.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place.
All right.
Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
So kill them all.
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell.
Well then.
Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
Well then.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
Well then.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
I'll leave you be.
You're
Okay.
making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, I cut my own hair.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
You're about to be crawling on the ground if you don't give me the free freaking whatever, grave fee.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Cool.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Nope.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Yeah, more likely.
With what? My own blood?
Yes.
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that
This
right a second
dialogue
time.
is taking forever.
The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Then pay it with your blood. Well then, get out of my way. Okay, so that's him down. Phyllis Granger. You're next.
You the new worker? Whatever.
Nope.
Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that? Here,
Yep.
take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Alright. That's done. Okay, so map. Okay, so that leads out of town. I need to go there. Wait, didn't I just talk to this guy?
What can I do for you?
Damn it. Okay. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna finish collecting these, report to Silas, call it a day. I think this might be a game I'd enjoy doing off stream. I don't think I'm gonna do this one, because there's just a lot of dialogue and running around at this point, early game, from what I can tell. And that's not something that's, something I'd feel cool putting out, you know? Okay, so way over here. Like, I personally enjoy that I'm able to play new games recently. I've actually got more content other than just Fallout and Minecraft and Fortnite. Okay, my legs just got broken. But as I was saying,
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday
I'd have
noon.
to make sure the content is actually like content I would enjoy putting out.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
I'm not here for that.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Leave. Enough talk, return to Silas, see about Conrad. Yeah, this is a game I'm gonna have to play like offline. Because I know I'm going to enjoy it. But at the same time, I just don't feel comfortable like
Hey, Miss Parvati.
showing you every little
Come for a
bit,
visit?
showing you guys every little bit.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
Like Fallout, I didn't care because Fallout had so much like cool stuff going on, even right in the beginning. that I did not care about streaming it, but this, man, like,
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
well then.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble?
Conrad.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Alright.
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Back to Conrad. RB slices, dices, cauterizes. Plasma cutter. Well, I'm sure we'll see that eventually. How long have I been gone for? Not too terribly long. Okay. Waggle your eyebrows. Cool. Cool, so that.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
How?
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice.
True that.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Well then. Okay, back to Silas. Finest cigarettes in Halcyon, Wentworth Cigarettes. Like J.G. Wentworth, but it's Wentz instead of Went. I got your shit.
Yeah? What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest
Do I
my
have to
eyes
run
a bit.
around and find a dead
When
body
I
at
woke
this
up,
point?
his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by Marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. Yeah?
Well,
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
cool. So wait. Character. Reputation. What do you mean neutral? Oh, never mind. Space or choice. 14% positive. So I take it it's not possible to be positive with all. There's going to be one that's not quite up to par with everything else. I don't care about armor management. Standard troop armor. What do I got on now? Hibernation suit. Skill bonus hack +7. Condition 100%. Rebuilt mining gear. Stealth skills +5. No. So... Okay, so this actually does provide better armor. Cool. Corporate recruit. Alright, so... back to the map. Journal. Okay. So I think I'm actually... I'm gonna keep going.
I
You
used
know
to
what?
skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I bet she's jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Primal Ravagers.
Here they come!
Can I just run around them? I cannot just run around them. Take that. Well then. Don't care. Saw enough shotgun. Can equip that. Toss ball stick. Can I not unequip this? I can't unequip it. Okay. Equip this, equip this. And you know, for now I'm just gonna equip a sword.
Oh, you can see the whole world from here.
Cool. I don't think I was meant to be up here. Primal Brute. Primal Behemoth. What's this down here? A whole bunch of nothing. Transport wreckage. Cool. Is there anything I can do with this? Huh?
Watch out!
Cool. Thank you.
Get up!
Of course. Game over. Well then, I'm gonna see where this places me, and I'm gonna call it quits here. Alright, I think there's a lot of exploring and stuff that I'd like to just be able to do on my own free time. Yeah, it didn't put me too far off. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call it quits here. Thanks to anyone who came out, thanks to anyone who's still here. In terms of content, tomorrow night, maybe even Monday, I don't have anything particularly new to show you guys. To be honest, if I'm really feeling up for it, I might just keep streaming this. But overall, more cheap games. I'm gonna keep looking for them, keep finding them. Those are going to be a new content thing. I've made up my mind on that from earlier. Couple games a month. Feel like should be really easy. Might go out of my way to get some other new popular games. I've said this before. you know, popular games, give them a playthrough. But in terms of just the cheap games, those are going to be really easy to get, really easy to stream. Not all of them are going to be great, and I'm willing to accept that. But as always, thanks to anyone who's still here, thanks to anyone who came out. I'll catch you on the next one.